Okay, good evening to you all. Today is our day 64 of this 3-month data analytics bootcamp. Like I said, this bootcamp will last for about 3 months, and today is our day 64 and is the beginning of our week 10, which is our final week of the lectures. And today we are going to uh, discuss about uh, things that not only the outlines, because I'm going to just give you an overview of what's going to happen in the week so that you will be ready, and then you kind of be prepared for what to come in the next few days. Like I just sent the outlines in the group, which you all saw it today. We are going to discuss about macro. We'll discuss about that. Then we'll discuss about introduction to data sharing and reporting. We'll talk about that because the main purpose of this week is for us to discuss about this data sharing and reporting. We are going to talk about that. So how are you going to share your data? How are you going to report back what your findings? Because after all the data entry, the cleaning, the transformation, the analysis, visualization, the creating of dashboard, you need to learn how to report back what you have done. Take note, this is one of the most the final stage and the most crucial stage. If you don't know how to communicate well in your findings, so definitely your work is going to be kind of worthless, and nobody will even appreciate you at the end. So you need to focus on you know uh, uh, tomorrow's class, because it's going to be kind of very important. Then we'll discuss about the stages of data analytics. Then we'll have a question and answer. Then we'll have a feedback survey and one-on-one discussion. That's what we are going to have, a one-on-one discussion. Then we'll wrap it up on Saturday. Then we'll have the final class and capstone project discussion on Sunday. So let me just show you the what we are going to cover. We'll just have a recap on the 63, which is yesterday. I've just gave you assignment, which I sent the assignment to this morning, I think. So you also, the assignment is even related to what you did in week 9. So you have to merge it together and send the file at once. So you are going to create a dynamic dashboard in the file that you worked on week 8. And also we will discuss today what we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss about macro. That's what we are going to discuss about, macro. Okay, so what is this macro? That's the question. That's what you need to understand in Excel. What is macro? So to explain this macro to you in Excel is like I can just tell you, it's like a way of recording your actions in Excel. It's just a way of recording your background actions in Excel. That is what you have done in Excel, to record it so that when you open the same file and you are going to do the same task or the same action, you don't need to repeat it again. All you need to is to execute the recorded task in Excel so that it's going to do it for you automatically. That's what this macro is all about. So the macro is like a way of automating your tasks or your works in Excel. For example, sometimes you are given a work which every day or every week or every month you are going to do a particular task of a work, this and that in Excel, so you can record it in one work sheet. So when you record it in that particular workbook, not the sheet, the workbook, when you record it on that particular workbook, so whenever you click or you execute that recorded actions that you saved, is going to kind of execute the same thing you have been doing, or the same thing you used to do on maybe daily, weekly, or monthly basis. So this is what you are going to learn, and we're going to do it today. I'm going to show you everything maybe related to it today. so that you can see what you can do with this macro in Excel. I think it can help some of you, even if it didn't help you in your work, at least it's something that will give you you know, a way of showing that yes, you know it a lot in Excel, and at least yeah, you can kind of brag with it. And I believe me, it will help you sometimes, especially when you are to work with things, you know, when you are to work with things on, you know, repetitive tasks in Excel, it will help you a lot to use macro to save yourself from, you know, doing the same thing all over and all over again every time. So that's what we are going to do. So if you're working maybe in a company that the same data, they gave you the same data every week, every day, every month, don't worry, just create the macro, do the work at once. That's the end. Whenever they brought the data, you are just going to, you know, like you snap your finger, that's the end of it. Everything will be done for you within seconds. So that's what we are going to do. So let me just go to my Excel. Let me move this. So let's move to our Excel file. This is the data that we have. So I'm just going to have this data, but first of all, I'm going to, you know, kind of create it again. So let me just create it twice. So I will just call this week 1. I'll just call it week 1. So I'll call the other one week 2. I'll call the other one week 2. So we have week 1 and we have week 2. So I want you to see exactly whatever I did under week 1. Maybe the week 2 data is given to us because we have 44 products. If you can see, there are 44 products. Yeah, I'm so sorry. My network just fluctuated and it's back. So let's continue. I'm sorry for that. Let me just reshare my screen so that we can continue. Sorry. Please, can you hear me? If you can hear me, say it. If you can see my screen, also say it. Let me see so that I can continue. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So now what you need to do, what we are going to do now first is before we start this, you need to have this developer on your Excel, because most of this menu bar that you are seeing in most Excel, you will not see this developer. So if you check yours, there is no this developer, you are not going to see. So how do you come up with this developer? Just go to the file, click on options. You are seeing option here, just click on it. So when you click on these options, just please come down to this custom ribbons. You see these ribbons here, customize ribbon. Just click on this customize ribbon. You will see main tab here. You are going to see a developer. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you are going to see a developer here. You see it here. You are going to see it here. Just tick it, because if you will see it by default, it's going to be like this. Just tick it. If you tick it, just click OK. Then it's going to appear here. You will have a developer on top of here. So please take note. That's how you you know, get your developer to appear, because that's where we are going to see the macro, or where we are going to put the recording. So take note on that. That's exactly what you need to do to you know, bring out the developer bar here on top. So the first thing you need to, before you start anything, you start the work and whatever, just this is the file, and we have this file and we have this file. I'm just going to show you whatever I did here. I will do some things, create, you know, I'm going to create to calculate some things, to arrange some things. You know, I will do a lot of things. I will do a lot of things, and at the end, I will kind of go ahead and do the same in that particular file again. So just watch what we are going to do. So first of all, I'll just click inside the data. This is the data. I'll just click on top of it. So I'll just come here, click to developer, and click on record macro. Please just watch exactly what I'm doing, and you know, you are going to do it by yourself. I know it will help you. So just watch what I'm going to do and exactly how I'm going to do it, so that at the end you will not see what is this. Okay, so I'm going to click on this record macro. So if I click on record macro, whatever I did in this Excel file is going to be recorded, and I'm going to keep working and whatever. So if I click on record macro, it will ask me for some few things. That is for me to name the macro. So I'll just call it weekly analysis. That's what I will call it. So it will ask me for the shortcut key. If I want to create shortcut key, that is whenever I click a particular key, that's when the macro will be executed. So I don't want to put any shortcut key. I'll leave it like this. So store macro in, I want it to be stored in this workbook. That is this particular workbook I'm working with. I want to store the macro in this workbook. So leave it in this workbook. If you have a description, write the description of the work. Okay, this is weekly analysis of so company that I'm doing, or blah, blah, put whatever you want to put as the description. But now I'm not going to put anything. I want to save some time. So after this, just make sure you name it. Just make sure you name it. So that's exactly what you need to do. Just name it. So the next thing we are going to do is just to click OK. So we are going to click OK. So now if I click OK, anything that we are going to do here, anything we are going to do here in this macro is going to be recorded, and we are going to see exactly what we are going to see. So let's see what we can do. Just watch me. I'm not going to say much, but I'll just keep doing it so you are seeing it and we are recording what the actions that I'm doing. Okay, so let me click OK. Okay, start with letter O underscore, verify the name. Okay, in the name, sorry, you can't put space in the name. So you need to put underscore. So I'll put underscore as weekly analysis. So you see, weekly analysis, I will put underscore. So yeah, I'll put underscore. That's what I'm going to do. I think I'll put underscore. So I'll just click OK. So yeah, so it will start recording. Just wait for it. You see, so now this is it. It started recording. Now it's recording. Macro is recording. And when I want to stop it, I'll just come here and click stop, or I'll click here to stop it. So that's exactly what it is. So now everything has started. So let's start. Let's see what we can do. First of all, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just click Control T. I'm just going to say, okay, my table has header. So I'm going to do that first. Just to do it, I'm just going to highlight everything. I'm going to highlight everything, come back here and change this. Then I'm going to make it swap. Yeah, I'm going to remove this. I don't need the filter. I want it to be like this. So I'm going to make this center. And all these are money. So I'm going to turn it to currency. So I'm just going to say currency. I'm going to make it money like this. I'm just going to increase this a little bit. So this is it. So first of all, I'm going to say 2021 total revenue, 2022 total revenue. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the total revenue of 2021 and 2022. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to say equals to sum open bracket. This is 2021. I will highlight it all, press enter. Then I'll get for the 2022 sum open bracket 2022. This is what I'm going to get. So this is a total of 2021 and 2022. So if I want to create chart on that, I'll just go ahead, click insert, go to this, then I'll create a chart based on this to have the 2021 and 2022 revenue. So I'm just going to do this. You see, I'm just going to put this. This is what I want to see for the 2021 and 2022. So I'll just say revenue generated 2021, 2022. So this is it. I'm done with this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the percentage of each year. So I would say percentage 2021 revenue. I will say percentage 2022 revenue. What I'm going to do, I'm going to say, I'm going to get the total. So I'm going to say equals to sum open bracket. I'll highlight this to get the total. So I'm going to say equals to this divided by the total. I will lock it, press enter. I can drag it down because it's going to do same for me. Then I'll put the percentage. So it's going to give us 50-50, but it's not 50-50. I will increase the percentage. So I will just increase the decimal places. So it's going to give us this. So what I'm going to do, let me just put this in donut chart. I'm going to create a donut chart. At the label, I just want here the percentage. So I will say percentage revenue generated. Percentage revenue generated. So I'll just bring it here. That's number 2. The next thing is for me to get the maximum sale. I'll just get the maximum sale. I'll get the maximum sale 2021, maximum sale 2022. So for this, I'm just going to say equals to max, open bracket, under 2021. It's going to give us this. So I'll say equals to max 2022. It's going to give us this. So this is the maximum. So I'll turn it to currency again. So I'll put it this. So these are the maximum. So I'm just going to create this. I'm going to create, let me just create a bar chart here since I just want it to be. So I'll say maximum sale 2021, 2022. So I'm just going to add it here. Add the level. These are the maximum sales. So I'm removing this. This is number 3. Okay, this is number 3 charts. So what is it? The next thing, let me just get the minimum so that we can call it a day. The minimum sale 2021, minimum sale 2022. So let me just get the minimum sale equals to min, open bracket, under 2021. I'm just going to get this, then equals to min 2022. I'm going to get this. So here it is. So I'm going to have this. You see, I'm going to change it to currency. So now I'm going to put another chart. So let me just click on it. Let me put any charts. Yeah. So let's just put this one, bar charts again, or let's just put any charts. Okay, let me put this again. So let's just have this. Just going to delete this. I'll say minimum sale 2021 over 2022. Okay, this is it. This is it. So I can even go ahead and change the colors if I want. I can just change the colors. For example, let me just put this one. I'll put this green one. I'll just click on this also, change the color to green, sorry. I'll just change the color to green, you see. So let me just change it to green like this. Yeah, so this is what we have just done. This is it. So these are the charts. We have 4 of them, and that's it. So now I'm done with this. This is what I'm going to do. Let's say every week or every month, this is the report that I'm going to give to this particular company. And this is what I've just done. So now what I'm going to do, I created 4 charts, as you can see. Let me just arrange them somewhere so that you can see what I have done. I'll just arrange them. I'll put this one here. Then for the last one, I'll just take it here. Yeah, I'm going to put it here. Okay. So here it is. These are the charts. Sorry. These are the charts. Okay, so this is it. I just created these charts from this after arranging the data, do whatever I want. So this is it, and this is all what I'm going to do every month. This is the report they want to see. This is the report they want me to give them, whatever, and I'm done. So when you are done with it, you can go back to developer and stop the macro, or you can click here to stop it. So just click this, go back to developer and click stop recording. You see, now I stopped the recording. I stopped the recording. I'm done. I'm done with the work. I stopped the recording. I'm going to save the file. So let me show you how to save the file, because you are not going to save the file the way you used to. You are going to save the file and by enabling the macro while saving the file. So let me show you this. But now before then, if you want to see the macro that you just created, just click on macros. You see, we have this weekly analysis. That's what we just did. So I'm not going to run it now. I just want us to save the file, close everything, come back, and I will show you what will happen when we come back in week 2. So now, first of all, I'm going to say file, then I'm going to say save as. Yeah, I will save the file in this data analytics bootcamp. So I'll just call it macro. Okay, I will just call it our file, then I will name it macro at the end. Our file macro. That's what I'm going to save it. So now you click this save type, save as type. You just click on it and click Excel macro enable workbook. Please click on this second one, Excel macro enable workbook. Just click on it. Now I enable the macro. I enable the what? I already enabled the macro. So just click on save. Now I save the file. So for example, now the file is set. So now if I close the file, now I close it. You see, it's blank. We don't have anything. I just save the file. So let's open the file. Maybe we are in week 2 and we have the same work to do in week 2. So this is the file. Excel file 2023 macro. That's the file. So just click on the file. So now we open the file. You see, this is what we have just done. It will ask you to enable macro. Just click on enable. Yeah, enable, because we want to enable our macro because it's week 2 and we are done with week 1. Maybe the everyone is kind of saying awesome work this, and you just copy the this chart and give it to the whoever you want to report it back. But this is exactly what you are going to do. So don't forget, this is the file, this is the data always that will be given to you. You are the one that arrange everything, do this, do the analysis, and whatever. You are the one that did it. Okay, so let's see what will happen. Go to the week 2. This is the week 2 file. This is the same data of week 2 given to you. That is, everything has changed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We can even change the, the data and create something else. So I can just copy this. For example, sorry. I can just copy this. Let me just copy this. I'll just copy this grand total. I'll just copy this grand total and put it under, let's say, revenue of 2020. Okay, sorry. I'll just copy it now. Let me just put it here as under revenue of 2021 so that it's not going to be exact the same data. So that's exactly what we are going to. So I'm just going to say equals to, even though we didn't touch that, but I'm going to say, for example, sum, open bracket, I'll just sum this. Yeah, so that we get the total exactly the way we want it. So I'll just copy it. This is the exact data. We just change the figures so that it's not something the same like this. So this is what we have in the data. So now what you are going to do, just go to the developer, because now we are going to run our macro. We don't have time to do all this by ourselves. We are going to create them, we are going to automate them. So we are not going to do it again one after the other by ourselves. So let's see what we can do. Go to the macros, because this is the macro. This is the list of all the macros that we recorded. Just click on it. This is the weekly analysis macro that we want to execute in this particular sheet that we are in. All you need to is to click the run. Let's clean the run and see what will happen. Is it going to create everything for us or it will not? I don't know, but let's see. Just click on run. Okay, so select method of branch, fails, and whatever. I don't know. Sorry. In debug, whatever. Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to confuse you with this. Don't worry, I'll just go back. I know where we just have the mistake. Don't worry about that. Yeah, sorry. Okay, sorry. This is what the only thing it did for us. So don't worry. It only this did is stop there. It didn't finish the rest for us. So we made some mistakes. So we are coming back again because we need the analysis too. So there are something that I did, which is a mistake while recording the macro. So wait, hold on. Let me just do it again. I'm deleting this one. Yeah, I'm deleting this macro at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this data. Just save it here. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to copy this again, bring it back. Then I'm deleting this. Okay, okay, so let's do it again. Let's do it again and see what happened. So now what I'm going to do is I think it's better for me not to use the table since the table has border. Let's just use normal table instead of us to use the border. So let me just do that again and see. So I'm going to be very fast, not the way I explained it before. So I'm just going to save it as weekly underscore analysis. So I'm just going to click OK. So this is it. We just start. So I'm just going to start. So let me just do it like this. I'm just going to do this. Go to home. Let me just change it to Times New Roman, make it swap and put border. So that's it. So I'm going to just drag all this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this, put it here, change this to currency. I'm going to do that. Okay, so I don't think we need to use a relative reference. So I don't know if we need to do that, but let me just you can click this relative reference because that's where we want to copy the 2022, let me say 2021 revenue, 2022 revenue. So I'm just going to put this. So I'm going to say equals to sum open bracket. I'll get this close bracket and press enter. So I'll get the other one, sum open bracket. I'll close this. So I'll press enter. So this is for 2021 and 2022. Okay, so now that's exactly, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to say for percentage 2021 revenue and percentage 2022 revenue. So, but before then, I'm going to get the total sum, open bracket, I'm getting the total. So I'm going to say equals to this, comma, like this. I'm going to put the percentage, and this equals to this, comma, this. And I'll put the percentage, highlight them, increase the decimal places. So let me put these two charts pause to create this, remove this and this. I'll just call it revenue generated 2021, 2022. Okay, so I'll put this one. I'm just going to put the donor chart. I'll add the data level. I'll also add data level. I'll say percentage revenue 2021, 2022. Okay, so let me stop it now and see if it works. Okay, so I'm going to stop it now. That's it. So set the file. Okay, so here we are in the two. So with two also, I'm just going to copy this. Sorry, paste it here. I'm going to delete this. So let me just delete this. Going to be like this exactly. So let's run the macro. Yeah, yeah, it is. It did this. And okay, so yeah, it did this without doing the other chats. Yeah, so is there is something that I kind of miss, which I don't know why it's just doing this. But it's okay. It's just created this particular charts for us because take note of this macro. Definitely is not that kind of going to be to perfect everything for you, because sometimes it's going to be like this, uh not 100% everything. But if you can see, just look at what just happened. It just create uh this for us. It just create the percentage. You see, it create this percentage of 2021. If you can see, it gets the revenue for us and everything. It did that. The only thing it didn't do for us is okay, when I edit the when I edit this particular chart, that where it stopped, that where it just break. When I edit this chart and this chart and I create the other chart, that where it breaks, and that where we have arrow, and that's why we are seeing this. So this is what this micro is all about. Please, you can try it and see what you can do. You can try it and see how you can, you know, perfect some things to clean some data within a short period of time, and it will help you to do a lot of things. I think I'll share a video again on this macro to you, which I have done the video. Then you can watch it again and follow the procedure. Also in the video, it will help you to merge it with what we did today and to combine it together and learn more on this macro, because this is where we are going to end it, and this is where we are going to stop till I see you tomorrow. Please have a wonderful dream and good night to you all.